Rasputin, the dark enigma of Imperial Russia. In the frigid depths of Siberia, a man named Grigori Rasputin emerged from obscurity to become one of the most feared and enigmatic figures in Russian history. Born to a poor peasant family, Rasputin's early life was unremarkable, but whispers of his spiritual powers began to surface in his village. They spoke of his ability to heal the sick, to foresee events, and to command an unnatural charisma that bewitched those who crossed his path. By the time he reached St. Petersburg, his name was spoken in both reverence and fear, a man of God, or perhaps something far more sinister. Rasputin's rise to power was as inexplicable as it was terrifying. Gaining favor with Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra, he became the trusted advisor and spiritual healer to the royal family, particularly for their son Alexei, the hemophiliac heir to the throne. His mysterious ability to ease the boy's suffering cemented his place in their inner circle, but it also sparked outrage and paranoia among the Russian elite. They could not understand how a crude, uneducated peasant had managed to wrap the most powerful family in Russia around his finger. But Rasputin's reputation was far from saintly. Tales of his debauchery spread like wildfire: wild orgies, drunken rampages, and accusations of seducing noble women under the guise of spiritual cleansing. His piercing eyes were said to hold an unholy power, as though he could see into the darkest recesses of a person's soul. Some claimed he performed occult rituals, summoning forces beyond human comprehension to maintain his influence over the Romanovs. Rumors grew that Rasputin was a puppet master pulling the strings of the empire, leading Russia toward disaster. Despite the fear and loathing he inspired, Rasputin appeared untouchable until December 30th, 1916. A group of conspirators led by Prince Felix Yusupov decided that Rasputin's death was the only way to save Russia. On a bitterly cold night, they lured him to Yusupov Palace under the pretense of a private meeting. There they offered him wine and cakes laced with cyanide, enough to kill several men. But Rasputin ate and drank without any sign of distress, laughing and chatting as if nothing was amiss. Panicking, the conspirators resorted to violence. Yusupov shot Rasputin in the chest and the group declared him dead. But when Yusupov returned to check the body, Rasputin's eyes snapped open, and with a blood-curdling scream, he lunged at the prince. Desperate, the conspirators shot him multiple times and beat him savagely. Yet even then, Rasputin clung to life. Finally, they wrapped his battered body in a rug, dragged him to the Neva River, and threw him into the icy waters. Days later, Rasputin's body was recovered, and a horrifying discovery was made. His lungs contained water, meaning he had been alive and struggling as he sank beneath the frozen surface. The details of his death only added to his legend, painting him as a man who refused to die, even in the face of overwhelming violence. Rasputin's legacy did not die with him. Before his death, he had allegedly written a letter predicting that if he were killed by Russian nobility, the Romanov dynasty would fall within a year. True to his words, the Russian Revolution erupted shortly after his demise, and the royal family met a tragic end. Many came to see Rasputin as a cursed figure, a dark omen whose presence heralded the collapse of an empire. Even today, Rasputin's name evokes fear and fascination. Was he a holy man, a manipulative fraud, or a vessel for something far darker? His life remains a haunting reminder of the blurred line between mysticism and madness, between faith and fear, and between humanity and the unknown.